Don.
I'm Jemay.
I'm JayTrent.
And thank y'all for sticking with us. We know we missed a week. We're back to talk to you all. Of course, we'll talk about Commissioner's Cup play, contender concerns. As the great saying goes, everyone's a fraud until proven otherwise. Or everyone's a fraud because even if you beat a fraud, you just beat somebody who's fraudulent. So it really doesn't even count. And then, of course, we have All Star agendas. So, where would we like to start?
Excuse me.
I'm gonna start with the Commissioner Cup, since at least the team representing the East has already been clinched. So I guess we can start there.
What am I saying? Are we talking about the Liberty?
Yeah.
I actually don't have anything nice to say about them because my team lost. So
Yeah, but the Commissioner's Cup final will be next week?
it was in July.
I was in July. Okay. Commissioner's Cup play ends.
Maybe I'm lying. Hold on. I think it is in July. It's definitely not next week. Last year it was in July.
It is the 30th, so not next week, but the following week. Yeah,
they moved that up quick.
Yeah.
But so, you know what? Last time it was at the same time as the NBA draft.
Okay, so and the draft is next week,
and they couldn't have it at Barclays because
the draft was a 2-day event.
There, yeah.
Okay. Which is one of the most BS things the NBA has ever done.
Yeah, that was insane. But when I said it, they were like, "This is just how it is." Who's in season right now?
Yeah, no.
All right. Let's all focus, guys. They did the same thing when I said earlier this year. They were talking about how the NBA does the draft combine at Wintrust. And so every year Chicago has to go on the road to start the season. And I'm like, why should the Chicago Sky have to start every season? Oh, like their first 4 games on the road. And everybody was like, well, it's just how things go. It just makes sense.
We can things are allowed to change.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, things are allowed to change. Y'all keep adding games to the season, so clearly things are allowed to change.
Bro, that was 50. News, the WNBA is going to 50 games next season. Don't know what that means for the length of the season, but also don't know what they're going to do during the Olympic year. So, with the things that we'll have to consider when it happens, I guess.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's true. And I guess, would they increase the number of games for developmental players to 13 if they make in the season 50 games? I think they have to. I think that's what's in the CBA. Because I think it changes to whatever a quarter of the season is. We'll see.
Well, as far as the Liberty, I'm pretty sure they have the longest win streak in the league. I know that pretty sure it doesn't include all their Commissioner's Cup games, but I think that does speak to them being the only undefeated team in Commissioner's Cup play. It seems like they are on a stride right now. So as much as it pains me to say, they have looked good recently. They have looked good recently.
The concerns that we had about them at the beginning of the season, for the most part, I mean, they still They still start games off kind of slow. Stewie still can't shoot, but the defense has been pretty good. They've had like shot creation from other players that's been helpful, but they've looked pretty good during this cup stretch. And they do have one more cup game, which is going on right now against Chicago. I believe it's a 1 point game at the half. I haven't checked, but
It is I think it's 2 points. I think it's 47-45.
okay.
I will say, I think it's funny how like the Aces and the Liberty have like the exact opposite problems. I feel like when it comes to the Aces, for the most part, you can expect the stars to show up when you need them. And I think as far as Liberty, like Stewie's pretty consistent for the most part. Like, even when she's not shooting, she's doing her big one. But I feel like it's always like we're questioning, John Quell's whether she cares about basketball or not. And Sabrina is like she may not be shooting well, and like Satu has just getting there, but I know she's can be kind of streaky, whatever. But I feel like the Aces stars are pretty consistent. But the Liberty have one of the best, like, I think, scouting departments in the league. They are very good at finding pieces who can fit into that system. Um, like, they will find a diamond in the rough to make shit work. And the Aces never do. Like, it is that shit is very far in between. If the Aces find some shit that would like the NaLyssa stuff worked out, which has been fantastic, but it's almost like they are scared to do damn near anything. But NaLyssa and Dana are like the only two things off the top of my head that I could really think about, like in the last I don't know how long, and then the Liberty got like 4 or 5 on the roster right now from just scouting or drafting.
Yeah, it feels like the Aces approach to building the roster is we got Asia, and they don't seem to do a lot of marginal stuff. It feels like everything is an attempt at a big swing for them. And of course sometimes they pan out, when they realized that KP was leaving, they made the trade for Jewel. Then they traded for NaLyssa. They signed Kennedy Carter in the offseason. So it feels like the Aces either make a big swing or no swing. And they still have not used their developmental slots, right?
No. I will. Okay, I feel like, to be fair, that I do think they tried to make marginal swings this year. They tried to get Stephanie Talbot, who just, she's Stephanie Talbot. They they got my girl Bree. They got Brianna Turner. I don't know why I can remember her name. Brianna Turner, who I feel like was playing well to start the season, but they kind of like cut her minutes a bit. I don't know what's going on. I guess they wanted to prioritize the Cheyenne Parker Tyus minutes, which I get because you brought her in the previous year. She didn't get to play because she was pregnant, but now that she's here, you want to, see if she can be useful. And I don't think she's been bad, but I don't know if she's been the marginal improvement that they need, but I will say NaLyssa has been. I think she's kind of stepped up in a way that I don't know if she was initially brought in to do, but she's kind of starting to fill in the gaps in the post in the front court. Who else on their team? And I mean, they got Kennedy Carter.
Well, I guess yeah. It just feel like I think we have done slight marginal stuff, but it just feels like other teams, but especially the Liberty. I really feel like the Liberty might be the best team as far as marginal players or like marginal moves because they will.
I don't think you can say that because
there's another team I want to give credit to.
I don't think you can say
There's another
that
team
because
I want to give credit to, but they haven't been playing the best right now. But I feel like.
Were you about to say Mercury?
Yeah, I was.
I can see that.
I don't think you can say the way that New York has been like hoarding talent. I don't think you can say that they don't try. Like they got Satu in the offseason.
No. I do think they do big swing stuff. It just feel like the Aces don't do nothing unless that shit come with a breaking news graphic. But like, I mean, you see. Let me go look at the Liberty roster. I mean, Rebecca Gardner's been good for them. I mean, Phoebus has been like Phoebus has always been pretty good for them, even last year. I mean, the fact that they got Pauline Astaire, like Han, like those are pieces that even if the Aces would have done, I don't think we would have used. And I think that's more of the Liberty are good at getting things out of marginal players, if that makes sense. Like Leonie Phoebus was one of the best value contracts like at one point. Like she was incredible.
Yeah, I think this season Pauline Astier has kind of been the big one for them because she was. I mean, they did struggle out the gate, partially because Sabrina was out and she's still a rookie. So it's like you're still giving a rookie a lot of on-ball responsibility. She's not going to be perfect, but there were certain things that she was providing that was kind of keeping them afloat. The fact that she was able to put pressure on the rim, she was an efficient scorer. That helped them a little bit, but we did kind of feel like they were kind of just treading water until they were able to get some pieces back. Now that Satu is back, so they do look a lot better. Even if we'll see how it holds because they did have a rocky start to the season, but we'll see.
But yeah, no, I don't want to say the word shout out to them because I don't like them, but I do see you. I will say that. It is noted. Congratulations. Has anyone who's won Commissioner's Cup won a championship yet?
It's not the same season, right?
I don't think so. I feel like
no, the Aces did it.
Oh, the Aces. Okay.
Oh, the Aces did it twice. No, they went to the finals once and they lost the first one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but didn't they win the Commissioner's Cup in the same year?
No,
one
right.
Of those years.
One of those years they did, and one of those years they made the finals in the Commissioner's Cup, and they lost but they lost in the Commissioner's Cup, but they won a championship still. Because they were in the Commissioner's Cup finals 2022 and 2023, but they only won it in 2022.
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say that shit might be cursed, but I guess not.
I mean, if any,
it was cursed. It wasn't.
Like I mean, ever since then, it kind of feel like I don't know. So, on the West, we actually don't have a winner yet because there is a tie at the top.
Fucking clown show.
So the Aces played the Mercury tonight, and the Lynx played the LA Sparks. If the Aces win, I believe if the Aces win, they will go to the Commissioner's Cup final because they won the head-to-head against Minnesota. If the Aces lose and Minnesota wins, Minnesota will go because they will have the advantage in win-loss and, of course, the point differential. For those of you who cannot see, Minnesota has a point differential of plus 111 in their cup games.
That is, by the way, that's not a mistype spoken thing. That is a 1, and a 1. That is 111. I don't want anyone to be like, did he mean 11? No, that nigga meant 111.
Yeah, so they did lose to the Aces. So Minnesota needs both a win and a Vegas loss, and Vegas just needs one or the other. They need to win or they need a Minnesota loss. And whoever that is will be playing against New York in the Commissioner's Cup final in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, it is not next week. It is in 2 weeks.
You know, I know we've only played the Lynx one time, so this may not be true, but I do enjoy the agenda that the Aces and the Wings and the Lynx are just a big ass game of rock, paper, scissors. The fact that Dallas whoops the Aces ass every time they play, and then Dallas can't beat Minnesota, and then so far Minnesota has not beat us. Again, it's only one time, and then Fee's coming back, so who knows how she'll look when she gets back. But
she's gonna be out for blood.
I'm not gonna say anything derogatory. I've decided.
We'll see. But yeah, I enjoy this rock paper scissors matchup because it's gonna be funny if like the person who wins it all ends up being the person that did not play their kryptonite in a sense.
Sometimes it's all about matchups, depending on how the bracket shake out. If you try to play bracket games, you are nasty, and the basketball guys will not forgive you.
Yeah, I've never seen that work before. As many times as people have tried to do that, that shit has never shaked out.
No, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so one of the things that we decided that we wanted to talk about today was looking at the teams who are expected to be contending for a title this season and what their quote unquote Achilles heel might be. So it comes down to if this team with title aspirations ends up not winning the title, what happened? So I guess first we need to be looking at what teams would we consider to be contenders for the title this year. And
Aces, Liberty, Dream Fever,
Lynx.
Wings? Did we say Wings?
I didn't.
I did not. But if you want to include them,
I might be inclined to say Wings. They've looked really good since they put AZ in the starting lineup.
They have.
And maybe I'm emotionally scarred because they do always whoop our ass.
You so are. Because you whooped your ass.
Jess Shepard and AT being the kryptonite for the Aces. I see the vision. They worry about the triple double threats. I see what it is.
AT is not included in that. Sorry to say.
How did the opening game of the season go?
Asia has already cracked her score.
You better hope it look different tonight, brother.
Because I'm sorry to say,
you better
run that back
tonight.
Hey, listen.
You better hope it looks different tonight because they need a win real bad.
And this is no fault to her, although it's kind of a little bit. The AT could beat Asia in the regular season 44 times in a row. When that playoff time come, I am not losing sleep, unfortunately for them.
Well, unfortunately for you, tonight is a regular season game. So they need a win, but they need one worse.
They ain't won.
Well, listen. No one beats the Las Vegas Aces by 52 times in a row. I tell you that much. You might get 40, but you won't do 50. And you know what? If you do beat us by 50, that we just always get activated after that. Actually, the Wings already activated us, if I'm not mistaken. So I think we should be good.
Oh yeah, that y'all lost by what?
I mean, after y'all first 50, y'all turned into something.
We went on a little run, and Asia already hit niggas with the bro. If you're not embarrassed, don't come to practice. So like, bro,
you can't say that back to back. You gotta get some new material out there.
Let's go.
You gotta use it until it don't work, and so far it worked.
She had to dip back into that well. It's too early. Like it wasn't even a full year.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go back to the basics.
We'll see. We can start with Vegas since we're here already. So I guess we can ask Don first. If the Aces do not win the title, what happened?
If the Aces do not win the title, it is because the surrounding pieces did not do enough. That's a good bucket by Skylar. Asia's amazing. Chelsea does shit. When the lights are brightest in the playoffs, she does what she got to do. Jackie started off slow, but she's looked really well. Or she's looked very good so far or recently. It just always seems to be a question of who is going to help them. And last season, Jewel Lloyd stepped up. Dana was big. NaLyssa was amazing. Those other pieces stepped up, and that's why they were able to eke out the close wins against Seattle, the close wins against the Fever, the close wins against the Mercury. It's just the marginal questions they answered when it mattered. So that would be the reason I foresee us not doing what we need to do. Also, our defense has not been good. Someone pointed out that our defense has not been in the top half since Becky became head coach ever, which is kind of makes sense. Is we always had a top defense beforehand, and I think that is something that we can hang our hat on. And I think defense has not been something we can hang our hat on in quite some time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If I had to decide what the factor would have been, I would have said it's the defense, because the defense has struggled, although you have the best defensive player in the league. Also, the defense did look a lot better earlier in the season when Bree Turner was getting more minutes. Just the fact that she can cover so much ground. But it does look like the Aces have had some trouble defensively, and especially against teams that like to run, apparently, because, well, not necessarily, because I don't think Dallas doesn't play with a lot of pace, but Dallas,
their guards are kind of quick.
That's true. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's more so about the defense on the perimeter more so than the rim protection.
I feel like it is the defense on the perimeter, but I felt like that. I felt like that since Becky took over. It has just always seemed like if a quick guard was on the other side, they were going to have a career night. It is what it is.
Do you think that's a Becky thing or a roster thing?
I think that's more of I can see it being a little bit of both. I feel like that's more of a roster thing. I could also see the ideology of you do have a 3-time depoy. The focus is more run them off the line and then just funnel them into Asia. But I also feel like that can only work so many times, because then Asia has to guard the person that's behind her if they're in the dunker spot, and then she also has to step up to make sure a nigga don't just shoot a floater or just take any type of layup. So then she's in between two people, and the last thing you want is a defender to be caught in between two people. So she'll get a crazy block, she makes crazy plays, she's an amazing deterrent. But if a player has any type of a mid-range game, we're fucked. And I think that's why Dallas be whooping our ass is because they are a very good mid-range team.
I'd also say too that Jackie can't really be. I feel like in previous years, not last year, but like before that, before last year, like Jackie wasn't relied on so heavily in the offense, so she could really focus on just defending the other team's best player. Um, and because you had a Kelsey and you had a Chelsea to kind of pick up the slack offensively, but you don't have that anymore. Given what Jules' production has been, so I feel like it's been a lot for her trying to score and play make and defend. Like when she was defending AZ the other night, it just felt like she was just always a step behind her. And I wouldn't say that like AZ is not somebody that I think is like fast. She's not slow, but like she's not like a quick first step player. So um like I don't really know what it's coming from, but I just feel like I don't want to call it fatigue, but it might just be a little fatigue.
I think what AZ might not be fast, but I think she is decisive. And I think that probably adds to her a lot. Like she knows what move she's gonna make before she gets the ball. And like she's uh and because she has so much of a threat on the 3-point line, it's like I gotta close out on her as hard as possible. So if she does pump fake, I'm gonna have to go flying. And then she's just like, well, I'm just gonna make my way in here and call it and see what the chips fall where they may. So I think that's what makes her so dangerous is that she's decisive.
That's fair.
Yeah, I like that. I think the way that she gets to her spots has been a pretty big help for her as far as how well she's played as of late and how well the wings have played as of late. Do we want to do? We want to talk New York next.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I mentioned this earlier. For me, I feel like if the Liberty don't win, it is a similar reason to why they didn't win last year. It's because the Stars were not serious, and by Stars, I mean everyone other than Stewie. I feel like Stewie is pretty serious, regardless of the circumstance. I don't really expect her to not do her job. Even like the fact that she has not been able to hit a three in Lord knows how long, and she is still like very easily their best player to me, is nuts. But if Jonquel and Sabrina and Satu are not serious, and it has seemed like they have historically been capable of not being serious, that is the reason why I can see them losing.
I would say either turnovers. I looked a little bit ago, and over the past like 4 seasons, this is probably their highest turnovers per game. They're at like 14, close to 15 a game. And you know, some of that might be attributed to you have the Pauline Astier, you have Marine, you have Sabrina's been in and out of the lineup, so maybe it's just a little bit of inconsistency there. But also, like to that point, just consistencies in lineups would also probably be a problem. So I don't know.
Yeah,
That's probably what I would say.
Yeah, they do average, I believe it's 5 turnovers per game. Let me see. 5.1 turnovers per game. But there are only 2 teams with a worse turnover rate than the Liberty so far this year. And that is Washington and Portland. So not the best company to be in. 2 teams that are below 500. So that would be a concern for them. Also, I do think like Jemay said, if they're able to get their veteran guards in, and they can, because I do think veteran guards, their biggest thing is being able to suppress turnovers and just take care of the ball, make sure the ball is properly being distributed. Also, with as much star power as they have, they want to be able to get the ball in the hands of their stars. You want Sabrina. You want Sabrina getting to her pull up. You want her getting to her floater. You want Jonquel trailing and pulling up from deep. You also want her to crash. Stewie's jumper has not been at the level we're used to seeing it be the last couple of years, really, but especially to start this season. I think her being there on the drive, her getting to her pull up, even if it's like in the mid range area, I think she'll be okay. And I think they have enough shooting around her to be able to mitigate that. Also, she's Brianna Stewart, like it's fine. They've also been a pretty good 3-point shooting team this year as a whole, despite Stewie struggling from there. So I think also it's gonna be how their stars show up. Like Don said, because you know what you're getting from Stewie pretty much. I mean, more or less. Sabrina's been in and out of the lineup. You want to see how she ramps up as the season goes on. You want to see what effort you're getting from Jonquel. I know people have been kind of harping on her effort as a whole on this season, which has been kind of up and down. Satu Sabali is back in the lineup now, and you want to see how consistent she can be. That's kind of been an Achilles heel of hers, especially in the postseason. But we'll see. Who's next? Minnesota? We're gonna do Minnesota next.
If Minnesota doesn't win, I can see it partially being Olivia Miles. It's like the rookie wall at the wrong time, and like her and Fee don't mesh as well as people may have want, or it's harder to initiate Fee and what they got going on than they may want. Um, but being a rookie is hard. Being a rookie point guard is hard. Olivia has played masterfully so far. She looks like an MVP candidate. But I can imagine it is tough being a rookie point guard, and I can only imagine how tough it is to be in the playoffs against the best teams every day, with somebody actually scouting against you for a series. And I could see a world where that ends up taking a toll on her.
I think the biggest thing for Minnesota is going to be, will they still be able to play their game? Because we've done a lot of talk about the coaching job that Cheryl Reeve has done, despite how much their roster has changed from last season to this season. And we've talked about them being able to get the production that they have out of players like Natasha Howard and Nia Coffey. And Olivia Miles has just come in and been one of the best point guards in the league immediately. Courtney Williams has made every mid-range shot. So as the season goes on and as you start to see teams more often, will they be able to take some of that away from you? Mainly what I'm thinking of is Minnesota packs the paint. Like their offense is so built on them being able to put pressure on the rim. We've talked about how Natasha Howard does lead the league in points in the paint. Minnesota as a whole leads the league in points in the paint. If teams are able to take away the drives, what is the adjustment? What do you pivot to? Because Minnesota doesn't shoot threes. They are dead last. They're dead last in the league in 3-point attempts per game.
Shout out to the mid-range merchants.
They don't really miss them, but they don't really shoot them. So if you can, what you want to do defensively is you want to try to you have to try to make Minnesota a jump shooting team. And of course, that's not something that every team will be able to do. It will be a very specific matchup that they would struggle with, I would imagine. But that was the main thing that I noticed is that they don't shoot from the outside. So you kind of have to force their hand and make them attempt more jumpers and see if you can get them off balance offensively and see if you can get out in transition against them.
I know Olivia Miles' 3-point percentage is up, and she had that whole game where she was on a heater and all of that. But I really do wonder if I still kind of wonder if it's real, like the variance between the amounts that she's taking is just, it feels so high that yeah, now she's getting a lot of them and they're open because it seems like a lot of teams are like kind of giving her space to do so. In the Valkyries games specifically where she hit 8 threes, a lot of them were open. And if you open, you should knock them down, not discredit her in that, but just to say like if the drives are taken away and you do have to pull these threes for real, like, is that real?
Yeah.
And two, I think I don't know. And I also even to your point about the drives, she's kind of been really fearless about them, and she's kind of been able to get like whatever she's wanted either side, which has been really interesting. So I would be very curious how like a team would stop that, but that's my thought.
Okay.
Wait, before we get to our next team, I just want to mention that Gabriela Jaquez has scored 12 points in the third quarter against the New York Liberty. They said bad things about you on draft night, but we knew. My girl got 22.
We did know.
Yeah, I don't want to rehash that, but like I always felt like people were doing a lot. Like they always do. They can't help it. But
man, let's get this 30 in a win so we can put you on top performers. Thank you very much.
That'll be a big win. Like New York don't even need this win for real. Like, please be done.
No, really, they don't.
Or do they? I don't even know what their record is.
They
10-4.
I would say, yeah.
10-4.
The Atlanta Dream. I don't want to talk about my team yet.
We can talk about the Dream. So
I think we all know what your complaints are.
I actually have multiple. So
that's insane.
I do. I have multiple, but we will start with the obvious one, which is the half-court offense. I think the Dream offense in the half-court can be effective. I think it's most effective when Jordan Canada is able to drive and able to find shooters. I think she's been pretty good as a playmaker this year. There have been some moments where she struggled with turning the ball over, but overall, I think it's been fine from her. My biggest issue is the Dream do not get enough threes up, I feel, considering their personnel. Well,
I already say, I feel like with their personnel, they probably shouldn't be getting that many up.
No, you're right. You're right. Actually, I'll take that back. I actually think the 3-point rate is probably fine. The more that I think about it, what my issue is they've been largely inefficient on those attempts, and some of that is because there's been some inconsistency with how often they get the shots and how good those looks are. Sometimes it feels like the Dream get those shots off and it's not in the flow of the offense. It feels like the ball stops moving sometimes. And so the Dream are actually second in 3-point attempts per game while being 10th in 3-point percentage. So that's about where that sounds about right. That tracks. That tracks. That tracks. But and who's taking? I feel like it's really just I don't want to pick on her too bad. A lot of it's been from the fact that maybe Naz Hillman just can't shoot anymore. Like maybe that was just a 1-year thing. I hope not. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that she'll be able to adjust and at least level back out. Not to say that she's going to be lights out like she was last year.
I thought her percentage was getting better.
It was a rough start to the season. It's been a rough start to the season for her from Bree.
I'm ready to say the first game, the first like 3 games, it was very bad. But then I thought, we started to see something go down. Hold on, I gotta look now. Okay. Yeah, this has been pretty bad. Currently she's 23% on the season. In the last 4 games,
At first, she thought it was a coincidence.
Yeah, no, that's bad. Well, she shot 50% in one of them, and she shot 37% in another one, which is good. But these last 2 games,
the 3 for 8, bad. If we can get a 3 for 8, not to say that Naz needs to be taking 8 threes a game, she doesn't. But if we can have a game where she's shooting somewhere around there, I can live with that. But yeah, 23% is pretty rough. Sammy says can't wait for Bree to come back, but she won't solve everything. I cannot wait for Bree Jones to return. We actually got an update today that said that Bree Jones will be resuming on-court activity, and I need that so bad. And that brings me to the next issue that I have. Sometimes it feels like one thing that the Dream do, they do a pretty good job at making sure that teams are not running on them. They don't give up any fast break points. They do a pretty good job of that. They've been kind of middle of the pack when it comes to teams being able to score in the paint. And I think that's been the biggest issue. Like, if Bree is back, that would allow the Dream defense to keep teams from getting too active and scoring in the paint. And I do think we already have one of the best defenses in the league, so I think that would help it out a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I do think having Bree at least will help the rotations a bit too, because I think having Naz and Angel on the floor, like, they haven't been bad, but I I don't know. It's felt like a wonky fit, and it's like sort of forcing Nas to take those threes. When like to your point, she's usually taking 3 or 4 a game, but now she's in a position where she might have to take 8. And she needs to increase the numbers, period. But I think there's her inside game is clearly much better than what she's doing on the 3-point line. And she can't really get to that because Angel also can't shoot. So one of them has to be out there, and you want Angel to be able to rebound. So you kind of have to pick your poison, I think, with that.
Yeah, that's one reason I think that Bree coming back would clean up a lot, because it would allow Nas to move back to the bench. And there was in that most recent game, we ran a lineup against Toronto with Nas at the 5, and obviously you can't do that all the time, and you can't do that against every team. Mm-hmm. But it did work then. I think that they were able to do a lot of switching defensively. Also, doing it against a team like Toronto, who they don't heavily feature their bigs. So that was also, and they've also had, bigs in and out of the lineup. So that's been helpful. We won't be able to get to that against every team, but I think the fact that you have that as a wrinkle, I think it can help. Sammy said, do you guys think they're going to look for another shooter, make a trade, or is this the roster? I think they'll probably make a trade.
Really? I think this is the roster.
I think they make a trade. I don't know what for. I think maybe they look to – I can see them looking to add more shooting.
They got Aaliyah now. I never used her.
That is true. We do have Aaliyah now. I think it's the defense keeping her off the floor. If I had to make an assumption, that's what I would say. But I wouldn't be surprised to see them make a trade to maybe shore something up on the back end. But maybe not. Maybe not. This could be the team. I will be perfectly fine if this is the team.
Who would you think they should trade for? Or yeah.
Have I thought that far ahead? I probably have. I don't know if I have.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that thought.
Who are you trading?
Probably Jordan Canada.
I really don't want to talk about that. Okay, but my thing with Jordan is when the offense has been good, it's been because of her.
Thank you for saying that, because I feel like people have been picking on Jordan Canada really bad, and I feel like she's been playing well. Like the constant like they need a PG is like, kind of what more do you want her to do? Like she can't knock down the shots for her teammates. I fear. I don't really know what. Like, does she get a little like scoring focus sometimes? Sure, but it's like also like nobody else is doing anything, so somebody has to get a point off.
Yeah, I don't mind. I think Jordan has been. I think she's had a pretty good season. Obviously, there are games where she does kind of get tunnel vision when she's driving, but she's been so effective as a driver for the most part that sometimes you live with it and sometimes it don't work and it's frustrating, but it's fine. Something that has helped the Dream offensively is that Ryan is hitting her threes this year at the highest clip that she has hit in her career. That's obviously
really.
Yeah, Ryan is taking 9 threes a game and shooting them at about 38%. So that's been a pretty big help. It was down to 32% last year. So if that holds, I would love for that to hold. Even if it doesn't, even if it drops to around 36, 35, I can live with that. But I know that Leash is, I believe, I believe Leash is I know she's in the top 10 in points per game this season. I want to say she's around 6 or 7. She's shooting around 35-36% from 3 this year, which is about where I'm used to her being. So that's been about fine.
How many is she taking?
Leash is taking 5.5 a game.
Okay, that's good volume too.
Yeah, good volume for her. So
Yeah.
they've been mostly fine as far as their scoring. I think when Leash is able to drive, also it opens up the offense a lot. Also, I love when Ryan's able to get downhill. I know that they have kind of asked her to really get threes up because when the bench comes in, especially the bench that we got right now, we don't want them pulling up. We don't want them taking jumpers. We just don't.
Not Tahina?
Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't mind it, but it doesn't seem like she doesn't take that many.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she takes. I mean, when she's playing, if they're running her with Ryan Leash, I think it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind seeing Tahina take more threes. I also think Izzy Borlace has been kind of up and down as a scorer, but I wouldn't. I actually like her more on drives. When her three is falling, the offense really looks good though. So that's maybe she's like the X factor in all of this. And I think having more consistent. I think having more because I think Bree coming back defensively would allow us to switch up our coverages defensively. As good as Angel has been, especially defensively, we don't have a lot of diversity in what we want to run. Because when the Dream do want to run drop coverage, if they take Angel out or they move her to the 4 and they put Medina at the 5, teams will just pick on Medina. Like she's playing a bigger role than she's ready to play. And I think that's been the biggest issue when it comes to teams being able to score in the paint on us, which is why I feel like we're kind of middle of the pack there instead of being one of the best at limiting points at the rim because we don't have a traditional drop big that can protect the rim at the level that somebody like Bree Jones would. Sammy says, come get Jewel off Vegas's plate, please. Or better yet, come get KB for some shooting. I remember when the Dream hired Carlos Mesco, everybody was like, oh, they're about to trade for KB now. And I was like, maybe. I feel like he would have a plan for her, but which is why I do think it's funny that they went and got Ali and I. Because they were like, okay, well, we just want to bring somebody in for some shooting off the bench. We can go there. But we'll see. I haven't been like, of course, I can be frustrated with the Dream sometimes. We've been able to win a lot of ugly games. So something that we'll probably say multiple times is you live with it when you win. And when you lose, it really gets highlighted and you really have to address it. But when you win, it's like, okay, well, at least we won. We still need to address this, but at least we won.
What is the Dream? The 4 seed?
I believe so. The Dream are, yes, the 4 seed. I think it's a tie for 4 right now.
The Dream, the Wings, and the Valkyries and the Fever have all won 9 games.
9 games, yeah. The Dream are the 4 seed because the Dream are a half game ahead because we haven't played as many games.
Yeah. Maybe go get Sammy said maybe go get Mabry to pair with Pow Pow, but she's so up and down. I don't think Toronto is coming up off Marina Mabry, unfortunately.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I saw that.
Danny Barnello said, "I need a scorer."
I know that Toronto lost to Indiana, but Point Marina dishing out 7 assists.
Whatever, bro. Whatever. Marina's such a fake demon, bro. I'm sick of her ass.
If Brittany Sykes is hurt long term, does that make Toronto more inclined to get rid of Marina? Because at least with Brittany Sykes and Marina, they're fake contending.
No,
or like fake competitive.
I don't think.
Who are they gonna get to replace her?
No, that's the thing. My thing is more so if you lose one of your 2 best players and y'all were already fake competing anyway, then you have the free reins to say, oh, well, I can get rid of this other person and tank and not feel bad about it.
I don't know.
I don't think
I don't even think they'll be bad enough to tank.
Yeah,
really?
I feel like also
the Marina Heaters can carry them through at least
you can
20% of games.
I feel like Toronto with just Marina, the issue for them right now is that all of their guards are injured. Like Brittany Sykes is out. Julie Oliver is out. Kiki Rice is also out.
Yeah, so, their whole team is injured actually. Now Sably is Timmy back. Like they really can't afford to trade anybody because they don't have no bodies.
They need a hardship contract.
The fact that they only won game under 500 is kind of impressive. Now that I think about it, because they've had kind of a rough go at it. So, but I don't think a potential long-term Sykes injury. Obviously, we hope not. Obviously, hope she's okay. But even with that, I don't think they would be interested in moving Marina, especially not right now, because there's no point in doing that. Because they won't be bad enough. They won't be bad enough to catch the teams at the bottom.
Yeah.
And we never thought they would be good enough to contend in year 1. So they're kind of balancing out to be where we expected them to be. It's funny because them and Portland are a half game apart, which is kind of what we expected from the expansion teams in year 1. They're like probably gonna miss the playoffs, but like maybe they could squeak and get the 8 seed. But that's kind of what we expected from them.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the dream will be fine. It'll be fine. I think Tahina will come along a little bit better. Maybe we won't have to get to the point ride again. Or honestly, I just feel like if they could find a balance between point ride and letting Jordan kind of handle things, I think we could get something working. Mm-hmm. Especially when Jordan is off the floor and Tahina is. Like, I think maybe that's the time for her to play make a little bit more, but
yeah, and I think the connective playmaking from Rye has been really good this year. And I think those point guard reps, as up and down as they were, they've kind of been helpful for her development, at least, where we do like we need you to make reads. We just don't want you to be the primary. And I think that's been good for her. I don't think, like, if Tahina's out there, I do think there should be some more handoff stuff. Even if Angel is getting the ball, let her and they're letting her get players involved, doing some more stuff as a passer. I think Angel's a pretty good passer, so that could be useful also. I don't know what role they see Izzy playing yet, because it feels like some games they use her as a point guard, some games they want her moving off the ball, they want her doing more catch and shoot. But I like the fact that they're mixing her in But yeah, we can see. I feel like if we're running a, let's say it's Tahina, Leash, and Rye as the 1 through 3, maybe you let Rye make some more reads and see if she's getting downhill, are they sagging off Tahina at the 3-point line? Can Rye make that read? Can Tahina knock that shot down? That's one of the things I would look to see.
Before we talk about the Fever, I just have to say Camila Cardoso has the absolute worst whistle in this entire league. She literally just tried to box out Leonie Feebich, and that lady rolled to the floor, and they gave Camila a foul. Yeah, I legitimately don't know what you're supposed to do about that. Like, she's bigger than her.
I think Fever stepped on her ankle and she fell, and they just assumed that she pushed her. And then there was a play, like 2 plays before that, where Camila rolled to the basket, and she also did not get a foul call. So it's like she definitely get penalized for being bigger than everybody.
Which is it's insane. Like, I have never seen nothing like this. And it ain't even no need to. I think they used their challenge already, but like, that's actually ridiculous. Like it's actually getting ridiculous. Anyway,
what's the next team? The Fever.
Indiana Fever. The Fever's Achilles heel would be our big 3 playing unserious. That's literally it. Our big 3 being unserious. But seriously, I do think it's really, really hinged on Aaliyah. If Aaliyah's just good, I think we're gonna win games with Aaliyah just being good. But if Aaliyah's gonna be like all W caliber, I think that ends up being the separator. And she's been playing pretty well this year. Like, the rebounding has been good. Her 3 ball is really coming along. I don't know what her shooting percentage is, but it feels like it's been very good.
I'll look real quick.
42% on 2.5 attempts a game. That's actually insane. And she really do like take 2-3 a game. Yeah, I really do think Aaliyah is kind of like the difference maker. I do think our marginal pieces, like in these last couple of games, it's been Sophie Cunningham who's been our X factor. But yeah, I think Aaliyah is the difference maker. Also the turnovers. I don't know what be going on, but the turnovers be getting crazy, and it's not even like they're like, there's not even necessarily like they're dead ball turnovers. It's just like they're always like these clown car hoop. We just be having these phases of the game where it's like nobody here has ever played basketball before tonight. And if we can get through that, I think we'll be okay. But yeah, just keep cleaning up the turnovers. And that's not even really I feel like people, when you think about it, you think about like Caitlin cleaning up the turnovers. It's really everybody else. Because I don't really feel like everybody else turns the ball over that bad. But I feel like when they do, it's egregious. You know, like the other night we played Chicago, the Kelsey Mitchell turnover at the end of the game, egregious. The worst possible time to have a turnover. You don't even do stuff like that. So I don't know why you decided just now to do that. So that's kind of I think what the difference is. It'll probably be turnovers and how well Aaliyah elevates the game.
Something that I wonder for Indiana is, will teams be able to slow them down? I believe the Fever are the fastest paced team in the league in terms of the way that they play. I don't think anybody is surprised by that. I wonder if teams can stop Indiana from getting out and running, or if they can take advantage of that pace and force them into mistakes. Also, on the other end, I believe Indiana is, let me make sure, they give up the second most points in the paint per game, which, surprising to me. I guess it just depends on, what lineups are out there. But sometimes it happens when you have one player that you really depend on as a rim protector, and you say, okay, we'll just funnel everybody to her. There are moments where if Aaliyah's in foul trouble, then teams will feel like, okay, we have to attack now. Like, we have to get into the paint. And those are the moments that teams look to take advantage of. In the playoffs, will teams be able to do that? I mean, you're going to be playing against better competition every night. So I'm sure that's the plan. And if you can slow down their fast-paced offense, and you're able to take Aaliyah out of the game and get it to where you can get your game off on the interior, that could be trouble for them. Also, the thing about which of the big is the big three going to be serious, because I saw somebody asking earlier today about who the best player on the Fever is. Somebody asked, why can't it be Kelsey Mitchell? And the answer is, it can be. It just depends on if they feel like it or not. And on a night-to-night basis, sometimes you can't tell. In the playoffs, you expect it to be different because you expect the best players on the team to be motivated. So you can't really depend on that. So you have to decide what you're going to attack to try to throw each of them off their game and make them uncomfortable.
Yeah. And I feel like so far this season, teams have really been attacking Caitlin, which like makes sense. Like, she's the ball handler. You put pressure on her. You want to force her into certain shots and stuff. And I feel like Caitlin has adapted really well. Getting downhill, taking a mid-range here and there, driving and kicking out. So I think she's been handling the challenge well. I feel like it's really hard to guard Kelsey Mitchell, and I feel like a lot of teams don't really like blitz her or anything. So it's not, she's not bringing the ball up anyway. Most of the time it's her going downhill, cutting off a cut, ISO. I am curious to see what teams do about Aaliyah. I think the Valkyries is the one team who tried to target her with all the fucking flopping. I'm still annoyed. And I do think that's kind of affected her shot pattern a little bit, because she has been like taking a little bit more fadeaways. She's still been hitting them, so it's not like it's the end of the world, but I'm curious at what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do if teams kind of try to, like, I guess maybe collapse on her.
I have always been of the mind of the Fever are at their best when Aaliyah is their best player. But I definitely understand the rationale of like you cannot tell sometimes. I mean, during that playoff run last year. I mean, they were overtime away from the finals, and Kelsey Mitchell put so much fear in my heart. So it's not to say that she can't be the best player on the team, but I feel like they're at their best when Aaliyah is the best player. Whether it is not even like she has to be the main person to score, but just like the way she affects the game offensively and defensively, the connectiveness as a roller and a passer, like she just does so much for them on both ends. I think the more you can feel her impact, the easier it is for everyone else. Caitlin is obviously amazing, best transition player in the league. Um, Very few on her level as far as a passer. Um, and then Kelsey Mitchell is probably one of the best pure scorers in the league, if not the best pure scorer in the league. But I think as far as like what Aaliyah is able to do, it's that she is the key to the Fever being what they need to be. But yeah, other than that, I mean, they scare me personally. So if something go wrong, I'd be interested to see in what, because I feel like it could be Caitlin doesn't play that well and she's turning it over and she's not hitting threes. It could be Kelsey Mitchell's not playing that well. It could be Aaliyah's not doing her job. It could be the other pieces are doing that job, not doing what they need to be. I don't know.
I do think the margin's a little bit thin. Well, for us particularly because we're so heavily reliant on the big three, and if Sophie, I do have to give a lot of credit to Sophie and Maisha Hines Allen. Graven has been knocking down open threes when she gets them. KK has been defending really well. She's also been like finishing around the rim, so that's been good. We will need Lexi to do something. Um, just something, just something. We need her to do something. And I mean, and Monique Billings too. I've liked her defense lately, or her rebounding lately, but we gonna need a little bit more from her too.
So, the last team, I guess I really have to ask: are we considering Dallas a contender?
I feel like based on their record post AZ in the starting lineup, they are playing like one. I understand the idea of we may need to see more, but I wouldn't be mad at it. But if we don't want to consider them one, I wouldn't fight it either.
Okay, so
that's not a hill I'm willing to die on.
I mean, the wins have been there though. They beat the Aces twice. They beat the Fever. They beat the fuck out of New York. They beat Phoenix. They beat the Sparks. Like they beat some teams I think we would consider playoff teams. So
I can get there. Y'all convinced me. So what is the Achilles heel for Dallas?
Is Paige a clown or not? It is like I will say this forever and always. Is she gonna shoot that damn ball? UConn won in 2024. Was that the year that they won? But because 2025, because she was shooting that damn ball. That's like she has to be a willing participant in scoring, not just on offense, but on scoring. Because hella high water, Arika gonna shoot that shit. Azzies might not put up like 20 attempts, but for the most part, she gets open, she gonna shoot that shit. Paige is the only one that's like, I gotta look at you sometimes and be like, why'd you not shoot that? So that's really be my thing. If Paige is at her best and Jessica Shepard continues to be how she's been, especially against us, I could see them continuing to be one of the upper echelon of teams. If Paige is not aggressive in the playoffs, I could see them going home in the first round.
So what you're saying is that's a matchup that you're scared of?
Yeah, actually.
I just wanted you to say that. That's all. I just wanted to hear that. That's all.
You messy.
Let the Lynx handle that, and then we'll handle the Lynx.
The thing about Dallas, will they be able to keep up the transition play in the postseason? They're currently second in the league in fast break points. They get out in transition. They also rebound pretty well. I guess I wonder with Jessica Shepard doing all of the playmaking stuff as well as getting paid. Of course, Paige is also an excellent passer. She makes great reads. Arike being one of the best transition scorers in the league, how often are teams going to let you do that? What will it be how will you be able to get your shots off against a set defense? What is your go-to? Obviously, having shooters that can knock down shots off the catch is going to be a major help. But I wonder how consistent that'll be in a playoff setting.
I will say I do think the AZ in the half court has been very good. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Now that I say that, I have to say one of my agendas. Let me go back a little bit. Until I find it. One of my agendas was is AZ the most, and I just need to say she is beating the allegations. She actually might be the girl. She might have them right now. It's looking scary for the other girls. She's winning me over, I think. She be getting the little screen at the half court line, coming off the screen at the half court. Mm-hmm. Money. It's almost like Kelsey Mitchell coming off that screen at not half court, at the free throw line. It's been money. Like it's looking real similar to me. It's looking real similar. So AZ will be getting her chance from me this week.
Yeah, I've liked what I've seen from her. She's been kind of what I expected, and also what I'm sure Dallas was expecting from her when they made her the number one pick, where they weren't looking at it as, okay, we need to bring in the superstar upside, quote unquote. What we need somebody who's going to knock these shots down when they get them, and somebody who's going to take these shots. And she's been willing to do that. Having a shooter like that will do wonders for your half-court offense. Just the fact that you have somebody who you trust on any spot up, and every shot that she puts up, you feel like, okay, that one's going in. So I can get there. I think that's been one of the bigger reasons that Dallas has been able to look so much better than I anticipated.
Yeah. And two, I think it's helpful that like when Arike doesn't have it, they've had other options. Like they've been able to put in Isaiah for minutes. They've been able to get Maddie in there for some minutes. Like they've been able to find their third when Arike doesn't have it.
And I actually like this Arike role, the role that they've had her play. I'm enjoying that. I think I don't know what the numbers are. I don't have them in front of me right now. I can pull them up, but she's had some pretty efficient shooting performances, and I think the fact that what they've asked her to do, especially off the ball, has been big for not just her, but for their offense as a whole.
I just appreciate that they wanted to get rid of her so bad, and she's doing what she's always done. Arike has always been very good at basketball, and people let a down year make people forget that she was damn near a lock for all W at one point.
Didn't she make it? What was it?
Yeah,
last
she
year?
made it 2024.
Yeah, 24.
I will say that oh my fucking God, Sydney Taylor.
Wait.
Did you not see that? My bad. I forgot.
Oh, sorry.
No, so the only thing I'm super behind. God damn it. Why is this always me? I thought you were talking about the rebound. I was like, why are you acting like that to a rebound?
Don't piss me off. That was a good rebound because they really need to get that.
No, it was a good rebound, but I'm like, because I turned the TV down, I'm like, did she travel or something?
Is Chicago out of town now?
Goodbye, Chicago.
No. No, please no.
Yeah,
please,
bro.
No.
Yeah.
Don't piss me off. Who was defending her? Was that Natasha Cloud?
That was like Skylar.
I think too. And they cut into the next game too quickly.
They said we already went over.
Was that what did they not have a timeout?
I don't think so. I think they just.
I don't know. I want to say no.
That's why I was like, why did they call timeout? But I think they only had a reset. Damn.
GG Chicago.
I'm pissed. That just distracted me. What was I about to say? Jose Fernandez. You know, I actually really appreciate him because he's basically been like, Arike is doing exactly what we need her to do. She's scoring, she's passing. This is who she's always been. And I said, you know what? That's why I fuck with you, because y'all be pretending like Arike is some like ball hog, like and it's like it's never given that. If you've ever watched her play, it's never given that. Mm-hmm. Because she had to take the crunch time shots. Nobody else wants to do it. Somebody got to do it. But don't ever disrespect her. And yeah, looking at her It's actually so funny. Her field goal percentage has had like such a wide range. Like,
yeah, I do think it's funny that she's at her career low in field goal attempts, barely, but she is currently.
That is so funny. She literally has had everything from 0 to 53%. So, like, duality of women.
Sammy said all Sydney Taylor was crying and then immediately said trade her for KB.
You are being so disrespectful right now. The body is not even cold yet. Like,
man,
you need to relax.
Sammy, let's keep getting greedy. Let's keep getting greedier. If you're not greedy, you're not trying.
Yikes. Anyways, I'm so devastated for the Chicago Sky. I can't believe this.
It's crazy because
was that a fucking Sabrina score? Like, don't piss me off, girl. You just
that was Skylar who was defending her, I believe.
Bro, I'm sick.
And this stat line in this game seemed fake. This should say Camilla only had 4 rebounds, but I feel like she had like 6 in like the fourth quarter alone. This seemed like everything is made up.
Bro, look, Camilla's rebounds be so low, and I feel like when I watch her, it's never that bad. Like, they'd be like 6 rebounds a game. How did she only get 5? I'm confused.
I know.
I'm looking at the rebound distribution for Chicago as a whole, and Camilla's rebound numbers are usually pretty high. I want to say she was in the top 5 in rebounds for a minute. I don't think she is right now, but Chicago, they like the rebounding in this game is so spread out. Like, Camilla only had 4 rebounds, but she's also second on the team.
Everybody had at least 2. Hey, look, that's effort. That's effort. That's real effort.
I know plus minus is not everything, but I think it is so funny that the whole starting lineup had a positive plus minus, and the whole bench had a negative plus minus.
And when you lose by 1 point, that's the kind of stuff that happens. Like,
that's actually really
it's like the like we just talked about when we talked about Indiana, how thin margins can be for teams. And I guess it just depends on what lineup combinations you put out there, but you really have to know who to go to. And I mean, there's no shame in losing to New York by 1 point, but it just really hurts to lose it that way.
It's painful to me because they took 23 free throws, and I'm not even one of those people that's like the free throw rate has to be equal. However, it's just I'm going to find myself some time, and I am going to plot the chart of players who score in the paint, restricted area versus free throws attempts. And I know Camilla is on the bottom. I know Camilla has to be on the bottom, and that does not make sense. I am so sorry, but there's really no way that Camilla should be ending games with 2 free throws. Like that is crazy.
It's crazy because it would not surprise me if Nikias has not done some shit like that already. Like, that just sounds like some shit that he would do in his spare time.
I'm going to look it up because it's been bothering me. I also think Natasha Howard might be on the bottom, but I feel like somehow she just be beating people down the court. And I don't know how that works, but like I've never seen somebody with so many free layups.
Her name is Flash.
Don't they call her Flash?
Hey, look, they do. She living up to it. And I will say I do think that doesn't help Camilla, is that I feel like when she's doing her layups are like often in motion. I don't know if that makes sense because everybody's in motion, but like she's like running and like they all feel like transition even if they're in the half court. And because she's bigger, she's not letting people like knock her over. But I'm gonna need my sister to start falling out. Like just flail your head. Give them Caitlin Clark special with your head up. do like flail your arms, flail the off arm. Like we gotta do something because they cannot keep getting away with this. They cannot keep getting away with this. I am so tired of I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of it.
It's funny because she's at her career high in free throw attempts per game, but it's like barely.
Bruh.
Like it's been a step up every year.
It's agitating.
I also feel like sometimes she be trying to avoid the contact, and it's like just embrace it. Like make them foul you. Like you might as well. And she's a good free throw shooter, relatively speaking. So like you might as well.
Yeah. Sydney Taylor, man, 24 points in 28 minutes, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Like, come on, that's impact in your first career start. She ate that. Skylar was playing serious basketball today. 19 points, 8 assists. Thank you for listening to me and locking in a little bit, twin. Gabriela Jaquez, heater, 22 points. As a red girl, we do need you to do a little bit more. We do. It's actually really funny to see that their post players are like 6 and 7 field goal attempts apiece. Mm-hmm. That is funny to look at. But I guess what can you do?
Yeah, I think Gabriela Jaquez took 11 shots. Okay, so Skylar and Sydney Taylor were the 2 leaders in shot attempts, but Gabriela's shooting 4 for 5 from 3. See, and this is what I mean when I talk about how you pull off upsets against teams. That's how you do it. You need somebody to get hot from 3, and you can stay in any game against any team.
12 for 23. That's like incredible, actually.
I also just feel like the Liberty would have had to beat me on a 3-pointer. Like them niggas just for Sabrina just waltzing
that just like that. And that's like, why I feel like that was just a defensive breakdown. Like it like that just can't happen right there.
Because they weren't even all spread out. I feel like I need to see it again. Hold on. Is this the shot?
Sammy said, watch Phoenix relearn how to play basketball against the Aces.
Unfortunately, Sammy, I do need them to. I'm so sorry. I do need them to figure this out.
It's like how bad does Vegas want to be in the Commissioner's Cup for real?
do they need that?
Do they need that?
We do. We do need that.
What's Phoenix record?
Bad. Bad and badder.
They 4-11.
Like they really do need this. Okay, hold on. This the play. I don't want to hear this announcer. Okay, hold on. We got who is this? E-Will.
Mm-hmm.
This Gabriela Jaquez. She kind of in help. Okay. All right, let's play it a little bit.
Okay, so that's just like a little slip screen. It looked like Skylar was anticipating the screen.
Yeah.
And E-Will was supposed to be coming over to help. Yes,
yeah. Well, I will say.
Well, I get it because you don't want to give me.
And Scott.
I think, obviously, okay. So I don't want to Monday morning quarterback this thing, but like you do. I feel like you would rather live with the 3.
For me,
you would too. I do think you would rather live with that.
I feel like E-Will should. Because
what was JJ shooting?
And I feel like I feel like Sabrina did not have the angle to get this ball back to John Quayle, even if Skylar was going to steal that if she tried to pass that back out to her.
She was 3 for 5.
Yeah, and so it was a good three. It was a good 3-point shooting game for JJ. So I understand. E will like she just could not decide, and it's like you really need that help.
Okay. So so E will doesn't help. Hold on. And Gabriella Hawkins is so late on the help. Late. She looks so much closer.
And I think Gabriella Hawkins thought that E Will was gonna help, and so that's why she didn't fully commit to that.
But she was already on the block. Why would you slide over?
Because she thought E Will was gonna be there.
Where she at?
Look, E Will there, and so she over committing to her side.
And why are you over committing on 2 for 9, Leonie bitch? Make her beat you. Oh my God. Hold on. Everybody that made me mad. Now I gotta look at it again. Also, they probably should have put E Will on the ball. No.
Well, I get why they have her on JJ.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. She don't need to be on the ball. Where's Camilla? Why didn't they put Camilla on the ball? I would have just went big. But also because they don't have
they didn't have a timeout, and you really just live with that, I guess.
You want your shooters on the floor. You're right. Okay, so you got Sydney Taylor on the ball, Natasha Cloud on Stewie. JJ's E will look at Gabriella Hawkins.
Also, that was
she's not even looking.
Also, that was a double screen on the inbound. So JJ sets that first screen and then slips the second screen. So to get Skylar off balance. So Sabrina has a better lane getting downhill. See, she sets that first screen and then slips the second one.
Yeah, she definitely couldn't have got this pass off. Which, E will definitely should have committed.
And also,
Gabriella Hawkins, though, I don't like how far she is.
And also, there's 2
everybody feels too far.
Also, there's 2 in the corner. So maybe if E will helps harder, you just tell Natasha Cloud to just close out on JJ, just in case that ball gets to her.
Yeah, but you got Sydney Taylor. You want Sydney Taylor to close out.
Yeah, Sydney Taylor to close out. I'm sorry, because Cloud is guarding Stewie.
But she should have. And look, they shouldn't even be guarding Stewie. That's what I'm saying. Natasha Cloud, drop back. She's not gonna shoot that. She stinks. Like, you have to prove to me that you can make that, bro. Look at JJ, bro. I think the pass it was supposed to go to her.
It probably was, but I guess Sabrina saw the lane and she was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna take this.
Fuck, I'm open.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna take this.
Bro, if Gabriella Hawkins was a step closer, oh my God. If he was stepped into the lane, I can't believe it. And it's crazy because Chicago is like a good defensive team. This is the worst time to have a breakdown. Man.
Damn, that's a good shot too.
Damn. Anyways. Good try, Chicago. Maybe next time.
Chicago will be entertaining even when they lose.
You said what?
So Chicago will be entertaining even when they lose.
You know what? And I can respect that.
They've been these last 4 games have been good. Like, they've been good. They just haven't been able to close them out. They beat the Sun. The Tempo did whoop their ass. They could have beat the Dream. They low-key could have beat us. Like, it was getting scary. I was scared. I was a little bit scared. When Kelsey Mitchell had that turnover, I said, oh, it's over. It's over. Thank God Sydney Taylor went cold. They could have been the dream. They could have been the fever. They could have been. They're getting closer to a win. Like it's there. It's brewing. They have to play the Wings next, girl.
Just be patient with them. I see something.
I see some too. Unfortunately for me. Damn, they could have beat the tempo. They should have got this energy. They should have got this energy before the tempo.
Because it's funny because I feel like that was the game that made them like, okay, y'all need to be for real.
No, it was. That was their eye now. Like, you doing too much. And, you know, it did work. They did come back. But see, the funny thing then, I think, since that game, I don't think Azurá Stevens has had many shot attempts. Like, as many shot attempts as she got in that game. She had a double-double. Hold on, look at her game on. She had 11 attempts against Indiana. She was kind of bad that game though. Her 3-point shooting, talking about somebody who need to find their shot. She need to find hers quickly.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Through 11%. Maybe it's something in the air. You know what I mean? Because she hasn't shot 11% since her second year, which I think she got hurt that year. Okay, but to be fair, she only played 9 games then. So I think we're gonna clean it up. It's gonna clean itself up. It just we gotta get the shakes off. We gotta get the shakes off. So by game 10, we will be getting back to 35% mark, 33% mark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. I can see
that. We do, I guess, have to whack the WNBA like everybody else has been doing all day for having 4 games currently being played at 10 o'clock. The Storm are playing the Fire in a close one. The Wings versus the Valkyries. We talked about the Aces Mercury and Lynx versus Sparks. And
the Lynx want to be in the Commissioner's Cup final.
And the Sparks are missing Kelsey Plum and Cameron Brink, if I'm not mistaken. So
they are. Yeah.
Yeah, Cameron Brink is out. Wait, KP out too? Fuck.
Yeah, KP is out.
Bro, y'all are ruining the Ray Burrell games. Like, how many more times does the Ray Burrell have to go off before y'all reward her with a win?
I'm
about to start
that's who Atlanta can go get.
You know,
they're not giving Sparks not giving that up. Although I just want to say I've been a part of Ray Burrell fan club. All these other niggas is new. I've been new. I knew what I saw. Other niggas was saying she was not like that.
She the worst basketball player alive.
Worst basketball player.
They were talking crazy. They really were talking crazy.
Y'all were saying things to the point where y'all are questioning this girl's IQ, like as a person. I know. I knew I seen a good basketball player in there.
I'm just because I'm not defending them, but she do. She has a clown car hoop moment at least once a quarter.
No, and
at least every quarter she got to get one off.
And I will not discredit that, but also people was acting like she was like 30. That was also my thing. It was like she was not that far removed from being in college. She just turned 25. She just could rent a car, and people were talking about her like she was a finished product. I'm like, I know what I'm looking at. That's a good basketball player over there.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, I can get with it. I can get with it.
Maybe.
So when Olivia Miles got 13 points.
Oh my God.
She missed the and one. She a fake demon. Natisha Heideman been low key hooping too, which is crazy.
No, she's been.
Natisha Heideman. Every time I look at a Seattle Storm box score, she got like 20 and 5 or some shit. Like
So the thing about what Seattle is doing is they're like, hey, if you got a 3, we need you to pull that. We don't know how many players we got that's gonna be pulling those 3s. We need you to pull them. If you see one, we need you to do that. Matter of fact, all the shots she has made in this game have been 3s.
She's so funny. Just a quick look at the Dallas Valkyries box score, 2-point game. Jessica Shepard has 10 points on 5 for 5 from the floor. And Paige Beckers has 2 points and 5 assists, but she is 1 for 3.
What? How deep are we into this game?
It's the second quarter. We about halfway through the second.
If she don't take more than 10 shots this game, she's a clown. Just putting that on the record.
Honestly, she might not get. Well, no, she should get.
I don't care.
The way the split's laying out right now, she might not get.
I don't care if they win by 40. If she don't take more than 10 shots this game, she's a clown.
Because Alana Smith already has 2, Suge already has 2, Awak already has 2, Arike already has 5.
Never had to worry about her in my life. You said Arike already got 5. I knew that.
Don't do too much. On the Valkyrie side, Janelle Salon has 7 points, 2 for 3. Gabby Williams also has 7 points, 3 for 4. Gabby Williams acting like she want to be a fucking scorer. I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry.
I'm not hungry. It's crazy.
Hold on.
Sammy asked, "Do we have Olivia Miles in the MVP conversation?"
I'm not gonna
lie. My answer is yes, but it's kind of like a one-player race right now. But I do think I'll put it like this: if I had an MVP ballot, Olivia Miles would be on it.
I'm gonna be a hater because if my rookie in her first season couldn't get no MVP vote, she's getting nothing. Don't piss me off, Olivia.
Yes,
it's a no for me. It's a no for me. You might get that rookie of the year. You better hope it's unanimous. You better hope.
So
stay in your lane, sister.
So speaking of that.
Caitlin got some. She got some 3rd place and some 4th place votes that year. Olivia gets
her rookie year.
Yeah,
was it her rookie?
Okay. Yeah, she got 4th place though. Well, she was 4th, I think.
Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? She can spare a little.
So, exactly, and that's where Olivia gonna be 4th. Don't piss me off. They putting her in the Candace Parker convos. I'm like, y'all.
Okay, see, now I will say, because a couple of weeks ago, when we posted stat leaders, Olivia Miles was leading the league in win shares, and the last time a rookie led the league in win shares, it was Candace, and she did win MVP.
Bro, I'm telling you, we have to. The propaganda has to stop today. We have to stop the propaganda. We have to. Stop
I will also say, y'all were 20-20, and what's the standings right now?
They're number 1.
They're 11-4.
Yeah, them niggas might win 20 games before July over. So I don't know, man.
It's good.
No, bro, stop the propaganda.
I don't know, man.
Shout out to my MVP, Ryan Howard. Say that again. That's what I'm talking about. Ryan Howard.
I can't wait to push the
Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard has been the best player on the Dream and the best 2-way player in the league. Say that.
Best player on the Dream
this year. She shooting 38% from 3, and she locking. We here.
Hey man,
we here. This is the Ryan Howard that was promised to me when we traded up to that number 1 pick.
This is the Ryan Howard that was promised to me.
the princess that was promised.
The princess that was promised. Real quick, because we speaking of propaganda, speaking of agendas,
man.
we did get some we did get the returns for fan voting for All Star. And
Hold on. First of all, don't fucking disrespect me.
that is crazy.
I'm very clearly trolling.
That is crazy.
Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off.
But
continue.
We did get the first returns for fan voting for All Star, and we have I think the top 6 front court and the top 4 guards will be named the starters. So right now, the top 6 front court players. Well, first, the top 2 vote getters, A'ja Wilson is leading the pack, and Paige Beckers is behind her.
Damn, somebody!
Don't stop it.
No.
Somebody. I'm sorry.
What?
So,
somebody motion is gone. Hold on now.
Okay.
Okay.
So look.
Let's
look.
look.
Oh wait, hold on. A couple of people's motion is gone. Let's wake that up.
See, here's the thing. So, real quick, the top front court players: A'ja Wilson, Aaliyah Boston, Breanna Stewart, Jessica Shepard, Angel Reese, and Gabby Williams are the top 6 front court players. The top 4 guards are Paige Beckers, Caitlin Clark, Olivia Miles, and Kelsey Mitchell. Now, what did y'all All-Star ballots look like?
I am pleased because I voted for Aaliyah every day. Let me look at my last one actually. I know I voted for. I am a part of the Jessica Shepard propaganda. I did. Let me see which one I posted on Twitter.
Jackie, are you serious, nigga? Bro,
you need to focus. Okay, my last one has been Aaliyah, Camilla, Kiki, Natasha Mack, Jessica Shepard, AT, Ryan, Kelsey, Chelsea, and Enrique.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember who I voted for. So it was A'ja, Aaliyah, Angel, Gabby, Natasha Howard, and Kiki Iriafan. Those were my front court. My guards were Ryan, Leash, Kelsey Mitchell, and Olivia Miles.
Exactly.
And while I'm on the subject, Alicia Gray is 14th in overall votes. She is 7th among guards. That's not good enough. Matter of fact, Ryan Howard is 19th.
Ryan is
19th in votes overall.
Y'all need to get on y'all Zoom.
She is 10th among guards. Where the rhinestones at? Y'all supposed to be locked. We're supposed to be locked in together.
Oh, really? Wake that up. Wake it up.
Where the rhinestones at?
That's a great name.
That's not new. We've been here. We was established in 2022. But I need the rhinestones to lock in. It's just like I know we can't we gotta we going up against UConn right now. So I understand the pressure. We going up against UConn, we going up against the Indiana Fever and their gaggle of bandwagoners. But we have to we gotta get our shit together.
No, y'all do, because Sophie Cunningham has more votes than Ryan Howard.
See, Sophie Cunningham.
Sophie Cunningham got enforcer motion.
It's a different kind of motion that I don't want to get this taken down. So
it's I can't see shit out of these damn things.
Hey.
No, but for real.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I've been on my Zoom. I've been voting for Ryan every day.
Me too.
Every day I
Me
voted
too.
for
I voted
for Aaliyah, Ryan, and Kelsey Mitchell every day. Everybody else kind of gets switched in and out.
Who did I switch? I swapped out. I think I swapped out Olivia Miles for. I think I swapped her out for Veronica Burton today. And I also swapped out. I voted for Jessica Shepard today. Who did I swap out for her? Maybe Kiki. I can't remember. Or maybe it was Gabby.
I just made a ballot right now. And I put Asia, Stewie, Aaliyah, Gabby Williams, Alyssa Thomas, Jessica Shepard, Kelsey Plum, Caitlin Clark, Paige, and Ryan.
Kelsey Plum. Wow.
Listen.
Okay, I have a question.
If the Sparks weren't ass, she would be like my MVP. Like, no bullshit.
No, so and this is what my question is. Kelsey Plum is leading the league in scoring, and she has she's getting no love
because the Sparks are ass.
Like she is sixth. She is sixth in voting among guards. Paige, Caitlin, Olivia Miles, Kelsey Mitchell, AZ Fudd are all ahead of her. Kelsey Plum is leading the league in scoring.
Like,
I guess are Sparks fans just that? Sparks fans are just that over it. Is that what it is? Sparks fans be watching Sonya Citron highlights and getting mad and just being like, I can't believe we picked Kelsey Plum over this.
And you know, I think a lot of them were off her after last year anyway, or felt like they kind of pushed their chips in too soon. And I understand. Because it's like the season last year wasn't that special. You get rid of Rakia and to push all in, and then they're still not that good right now. Most of it has been like injury related, even though they just start off kind of like but yeah, it does kind of seem like that. But I feel like people did not expect Kelsey Plum to be this good, which is understandably so. Because that's like she's really having like low key like an all-time season. Like if she keeps up these numbers throughout the season, like this is one of the best guard seasons ever. Like 25 and 6 on what's her shooting splits right now? She's shooting 40% from 3. Like she's going fucking insane. I do have to get. If the Sparks were 10 and 4, that would be my MVP. And I love Asia to death, but
I agree with that.
So
I agree with that. I think she would be. Matter of fact, I'd still have her on like an all W team.
First team.
Oh no, yeah, shit. That shit a lot.
I don't know if it's first team. I guess team record doesn't matter as much, but I feel like your all W first team should also be your top 5 for MVP. So
that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. The Sparks are what, 7th?
Kelsey shooting 54% from the field.
Bro, yes.
So she's okay. Hold on.
And she's averaging a steal a game, bro.
She's having
Kelsey Plum is taking a career. She's taking a career high in shot attempts, a career high in field goal percentage, 40% from 3, leading the league in scoring. She is number 1.
50, 40, 80.
And she can get that up to 90. I know she can. I've seen it.
No, she can.
Like, I know she can.
She was at 89 last season.
Yeah, she was 89 last year. That's tough, man. She got hurt.
I can't keep it.
Right now, she's averaging 25 a game on the dot, and she will be 4th all time in points per game ever. And like the only people who have averaged more than her in a season is Diana once and Asia twice, which is also nuts.
I mean,
those are also the Asia MVP seasons.
Yeah. So
one of them was what, the 1,000-point season, and then the other one is
20.
The other one was last year.
The 1,000-point season was last year, so it had to be. It was at 25 and
That wasn't 24?
No, I think the 1,000-point season was the year we lost. I think it was 24.
I thought it was. You might be right.
It was 24.
Yeah, it was the year we lost.
Okay,
and then 25, she scaled back a little bit. It was still a really good season. But
did she not get the scoring title last year?
No.
Did he get it?
No, I think Asia still might have got it. I just think she didn't score 1,000. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up.
I don't think she scored 1,000 either last year. Hold on, now I gotta go back and look. I don't think she scored 1,000 last season though. She was the points per game leader though.
Okay, so she did.
She had 23.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she scored 1,000. She scored 1,000 points in 2024, and then she scored 937 last year.
Okay.
Right now, she's at 359. I'd imagine she'd probably get 1,000 again, just off the strength of it's more games.
She got 359 in 14 games.
Yeah.
Is tonight going to be a y'all loss night?
Right now, she's averaging 25 too, right?
Yeah, because she's averaging 25.6. So KP was the leader Monday.
That's on
so
pace.
I think Asia is probably on pace to be the leader next time we run them.
If she keeps this up, Asia would have 3 of the top 10 scoring seasons ever. And Diana Taurasi has 2, and no one else has more than 1.
That's actually kind of crazy.
I just looked at that score. That Minnesota LA score. I just hope everybody has fun. And it's not even that. And it's funny because I'm not saying that a 15-point lead is like insurmountable. It's just I don't know if it's insurmountable for y'all.
It's crazy.
Bro.
50-point leads are not that big, but you know how like that how they were talking about like how sometimes numbers feel bigger than they are. 52 to 37 feels like one of the biggest 15-point leads you could have. Like, even though it's still 15.
It's still 15. Like,
52 to 37 sound like a lot.
If the score was 30 to 45, that don't feel as big.
I would be like, yeah, she can come back. That should sound crazy. Sorry.
Bro, 48 to 33, that should sound approachable.
Yeah, no, 52 is
52
crazy.
to 37?
Like, you halfway to 100 already? Keep it. Like, keep it. Bro, Olivia Miles, the propaganda is crazy. No, hold on. She has 24 points in 15 minutes.
GG.
On 10 of 11 shooting. Hey, oh my God, I'm losing the propaganda battle.
I dare Asia to have a bad game. I dare Asia to have a bad game.
Jemay, I hate telling people bad news.
I'm losing the propaganda battle.
This the greatest rookie season in over a decade. Shit about to be that propaganda about to be crazy. We haven't seen a rookie like this since Candace Parker.
It's funny because I remember after Aaliyah Boston rookie season, niggas had her in their top 5 W players. Like, they was doing that. Even though the Fever were not good, they was like, oh, but she like that.
Cause she should be. She should be. Oh my God. Olivia, please.
It's funny because she's not even doing the playmaking in this game. She is 10 for 11 from the field.
Bro, 10 for 11 is crazy. And she's only taking 2 threes. Like, please don't piss me off. And hit both threes after I just said, is the shooting real?
And it might still not be. It might not be.
But she's winning right now. She's winning. Oh my God. Bro, if this holds, she cannot be the second Lynx player to shoot 90% in the game in one season. Like, it's getting ridiculous. No, the Lynx numbers is getting ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry, but this is getting out of hand.
You might have to drug test niggas after that, actually.
No, really, like, we need to do something because this is crazy. Nah. Somebody got to do something.
Let's see. Vegas and Vegas and Phoenix is a 4-point game. Phoenix is up 4.
They up 6 now.
Oh, AT, that's a tough bucket.
Your TV might be way ahead of mine.
No, I just like it's a 6-point lead now because AT just scored.
Oh, okay.
Damn, Asia having my
Okay.
Asia,
big Mac.
Asia having
Big
a
Mac
y'all
truck.
lost, not me. Ray Burrell having a y'all lost, not me.
What if Olivia gets MVP before Fee? Then that lady's leaving. Actually, hold on. Damn, you thinking of something? You thinking? I found my pivot.
That means Fee going to Golden State.
If Olivia Miles gets MVP her rookie year and she really snatches Fee chain like that, like that's really gonna be that I won, but at what cost me? Like we have an MVP caliber player. We have an MVP, and I lost mine. Like,
and it's not you.
And
you the franchise star.
Cold game.
Like, just imagine 2 years ago, somebody being like, "Yeah, the Lynx got an MVP," and people been like, "Wow, congratulations to Fee." It's like, oh,
about that,
I got some bad news.
Oh, that's sick.
I got some bad news.
Sammy said, if Vegas loses this game, I want immediate cuts. Who you cutting?
Sammy, we don't have no players.
Sammy, accept the roster, sister. It's over.
What you should say,
what
you should say is, if Vegas loses this game, I want immediate development signings.
Let's go get Diamond Johnson and Reagan Richardson from the Upshot League.
So Becky cannot play them.
We might as well use them. If we're gonna have them, we might as well use them.
Diamond Johnson could be a fun little dub spot. Hold on.
No, that would be fun. That would be fun, actually.
Cause she's a good scorer. You got Dana up in there. Hold on. Okay, Sammy's theory is it made no sense for Fee to get her surgeries this late. She was injured the whole second half of last year. The playoffs made it worse.
When did she get it? She got the surgery, was it right before Unraveled?
She had to have on both ankles.
Oh, okay.
So she had one I think in November, and then she had to have the other one in February or January.
She said Fee was trying to make a point. She said y'all need me. She said, y'all need me. And Cheryl said, watch this.
See, hold on. But see, if Cheryl had listened to me and got Lauren Betts, we might not be having this conversation. But no, everybody wanted a point guard.
And now, he said, you wanted a point guard, you got one, now Fee finna leave.
It's okay, because Fee probably going to be on my team anyway.
She said, I need Jewel move, KB cut, move Barker.
Well, why Janiyah in it?
Janiyah Barker. Does Becky even know that Janiyah is on the team?
Hey, she just did a jersey swap the other day. I thought that shit was so
funny. With Sarah Ashley Barker?
Yeah.
Hey.
It's like, what?
Hey, wait,
okay,
no.
Honestly, are the odds that last name are there?
Yeah,
but also,
doing a jersey swap and the person you giving it to does not have to wash that shit is nuts.
That's insane. You didn't have to say that.
Jersey swap. That shit clean is when I put it on. Here you go, brother. Just hang it up.
You insane.
Just hang it up.
You are insane.
Wow.
Don't put this with your laundry because it's not necessary.
I'm crying. The Asia block on ATU is just nasty. I can't believe she did that. She actually might hate her, unfortunately. For me.
You know, Asia had them frustration plays throughout the game where it's like it was something behind that.
Literally.
It's because the Mercury went on a 9-0 run, and so Asia mad as hell. Oh, what a pass.
Let's see. Sammy said Barker is in it because Becky never plays her rookies.
Okay, I'm glad you said KB's not developed because of Becky. Because, somebody tried to tweet today, and I understood their sentiment, but the tweet was, let me actually go find it. And then I'm going to stop talking because we've been here for a long time. somebody tweeted, it's just so funny seeing the differences between KB and NaLyssa. Both of them were drafted the same year, but only one takes their career seriously. I don't know how the Aces can see the work NaLyssa puts in and justify keeping KB on the team. And I basically was like, NaLyssa is a number 2 pick, guys. Like, I do need us all to remember that NaLyssa was pick number 2. And I feel like nobody watched NaLyssa's rookie season nor her sophomore season in Indiana because everybody is doing this like, I can't believe NaLyssa looks this good. And I'm like, guys, we knew this. We knew this 4 years ago. We knew this 3 years ago. I don't know what her and Christy side's beef was, but I am a little bit on Christy's side because NaLyssa was not defending. Now this defense in Vegas, that's a little new. Because if you would have done that on my team, we might not be where we are right now. We might actually be better than who we are right now. But you know what? We wouldn't have had to pay Monique fucking Billings $800K if you had just. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on it. But NaLyssa Smith is a number 2 pick. Kierstan Bill got drafted to a team who had went to the semifinals the year before, guys. She was never coming to get PT. You know what I'm saying? She was coming to be a glue player. She was coming there to be the vibe check. And she was the vibe check because that year they won a championship. Like, I don't know.
I will also say, as much as KB does stuff that I'm like, I don't know why you would do that. I feel like that's not necessarily her fault. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say that Becky hasn't done her job as developing her. I feel like she's gave KB like ample opportunity, and like, we don't know what practices are like. I don't know, but it's not like she don't let KB see the floor. And like, she's ever since KB has been drafted, she's played a good amount of minutes. I just feel like whenever the Aces are bad or don't play up to everyone else's expectations, KB is a very easy scapegoat to be like, well, you shouldn't be on the team. Yes. I don't think it's that many people that the Aces could just go get to go plug into KB's position, and then everything is just going to magically be better. Like, we could take a chance on a Euro player, but everyone always complains when Euro players get signed about like, oh, we expanded all these roster spots and now y'all are giving the European players. Like, I thought this was for the people from over here. And then you got players that it's just some people that are just not as good. Like, it's not KB being on the team is not keeping the Aces from using their resources. They just don't use their resources. That's not KB's fault. And she's just an easy person to be like, oh, the Aces are bad because of her. It's like, Becky needs to use her bench and the organization needs to use their developmental spots. Y'all are looking for the easiest person to look at and be like, oh no, she's bad and this is why we're struggling. There are a lot of things that go into that. One player she don't even play enough to tank a team like this. She played a good amount of minutes in the championship run. We just won.
I'm sure the Aces don't have major locker room issues. I'm sure. If I had to guess, I don't have any sources. I'm making this up, but it sounds good in my head. So that's what I'm going with. Saying that NECA should have come to Vegas. I'm not gonna lie. I would have got on here and talked so bad about y'all being greedy. I'm just gonna be honest. I will.
I literally would have, like, immediately. And NECA I would have called you all kind of things. Like, okay, now Vegas, please. Unfortunately, the Mercury are an unserious franchise.
Yeah, I can't.
Over under that Nate Tibbetts gets fired before the season ends.
Under.
Oh, he's slamming that under.
They're not firing him.
Oh my goodness gracious!
They're not firing him. They will give him the benefit of the doubt that New York did not give Sandy.
Well, that is true.
I think what's about to happen is if they continue to stink, they're going to start trying to stink on purpose. and they're gonna put Juju Watkins and NaLyssa Thomas together. I'm gonna keep saying this.
That cannot happen. I refuse.
Listen, people think that the W is gonna reward Connecticut for being this bad, and just because they go into Houston, and it could be the case, but
you know what? I like your conspiracy better because the Phoenix Mercury do need a new franchise star.
Listen, someone next to NaLyssa Thomas,
historic like franchise,
like the Juju, the new Diana Taurasi. Hey,
I'm writing the script.
We got a real conspiracy, or they can get Hannah. There will never be a bigger dog than Hannah.
Well,
if they really want a Diana, a real
hold on. Hannah is actually more plausible than Juju.
Yeah, I would say so.
Like on this, if they stay on this track, Hannah could be like the 5th pick.
Yeah,
imagine
be in position for her.
I can see that. I can see her being anywhere from like 3 to 5 or 6. I can see that.
Imagine Hannah running you down full court, and then you finally get by her, and NaLyssa Thomas is back there. Somebody's cooking in here.
Bro, 2 niggas roaming on defense. I'm so scared.
Man, that first NaLyssa Thomas transition bucket into a Hannah Hidalgo 3 or a Hannah Hidalgo fast break layup. Oh my God. Hey.
I see a vision here.
Listen. Houston gets Juju. The Mercury get Hannah. Who else top 3?
Oh, Seattle is taking Madison Booker.
Okay.
Sammy said, "What if Juju stays another year?" Don't say that.
She better not.
Don't disrespect her. She should get her 4 seasons in college.
Juju is coming out into the draft.
Don't shortchange my girl.
Man, if we doing the pod, when we doing the pod in 2028, if we got to talk about something Juju did at USC, she's a fan. I am not.
Hold on. Michaela Williams to Phoenix. Certified bucket.
Would be.
Kalia can go back to defending. And bro, hold on. There's a script being written here.
Sammy said Becky and Nikki should be ashamed of this roster. What's the score? Let me go look at the score real quick.
They're having fun. Y'all are losing by 3. Please be less dramatic. This is why nobody likes Aces fans. Like,
it's okay. Okay, with a 4-point game. 4-point game now.
I'm looking at a way too early mock draft, and I see Audie Crooks to the Chicago Sky now.
On Tankathon, she going to Dallas.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
What team don't have a big?
Every team got a big, but every team needs more than one.
I wish everybody got big. Timbo, well, they got Saab. Well, they ain't got a healthy big. So you know what? That's one.
Yeah, maybe Toronto. Yeah.
The Sparks gonna need one because NECA ain't
Michaela Williams getting drafted before Madison Booker?
No.
Yeah, no. She probably should have, but I'm not gonna start a dialogue. But
hold on. Who has the Mercury's pick? Wait a minute.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I'm looking at this. Oh, wait. No, yeah.
No, they have their pick.
Okay. I was looking at
Chicago and Washington have each other's picks.
Yeah, Chicago and Washington have a pick swap. And then Chicago has Atlanta's pick, and Dallas has Vegas's pick.
Okay. Ask is that oh, never mind. I was looking at this draft, this mock draft, and I didn't see the Mercury anywhere on this first round, and I got scared. I was like, Lord, if please, the God, tell me somebody know how they pick.
Not to talk about Aces drafts, but like the Aces could have had Ashley Watkins.
Oh, I think you saying if they had kept their pick. What was that? Was that Dallas pick? What did they get that Dallas pick for?
Yes, Dallas. It's Dallas.
How did Dallas get that? How did Dallas get that pick? What was that trade?
I actually rebuked Tessa Johnson going to the Liberty. I rebuked that.
Oh no, I would like that. Unfortunately,
I'm rebuking that, bro. The Valkyries in the wings. Nobody knows who wants to win, bro. Look at this second quarter box score for the Valkyries in the wings. Like, look at this. Look at this.
The second quarter box score.
Look at that shit.
Oh, be for real.
7 American points.
Dallas, be for real. They realized they weren't playing the Aces.
Crying. You know what's actually so funny? 7 American points and they're only down by 3. Valkyries, are you a serious?
It's because they started out the third on an 8-0 run.
Girl, nobody's serious. Nobody's serious. Paige is 1 for 6.
I see Paige 1 for 6 and AZ 1 for 5.
Well, you said you wanted her to shoot. She shoots.
And no. And I do. I like this. I would much rather this.
I'd rather go 1 for 6 than 2 for 3. Because then we can stop shooting.
I would like if she ends the game like 3 for 14. I would appreciate that a lot more than if she was like 3 for 4. Like her being 3 for 4 would just piss me off.
All right. This is the last thing I'm gonna say for real. Veronica Bird, I'm about to start being real negative towards you because when you played my team, you put up 25. Every other team after that, you suddenly don't know how to score no more.
This the Gabby game. Caitlin Chen got 9 points. Caitlin Chen is 4 for 5.
You letting Caitlin Chen snatch her chain when it's not against my team? Okay, period. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I'm so sure.
But are all hearts and minds clear?
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I've done enough.
All hearts and minds are clear. Well, this has been another episode of Pull Up 3. I am Paragon Don.
I'm Jemay.
And I'm JayTrent.
We are out.